We are currently packing for the summer. This is a mess. Oh, Jesus. Katie is much more organized than me. Yes?
Did you get any cute shoes?
I brought one pair of like cute, just flat sandals. I like how we both brought books too.
I got some extra goodies at Safeway.
It's empty.
What?
So in true Katie and Alex fashion, we are doing things last minute. Katie, what are we doing tonight?
Well, we are giving a speech at a women's power empowerment event in T-minus 8 hours. And we are writing our socials on the back of these stickers that we are going to sell because we don't have business cards. And we're editing our speech.
That Katie wrote yesterday. So, always prepared.
Always prepared. We never procrastinate.
Never, ever, ever. And that is that your accomplishments are just as good, even if different than others.
We didn't read this quote in a book or see it in an inspiring adventure documentary. We actually had it spoken to us when we interviewed Bobby, the inspiration behind our project, Small Towns to Summits.
So I'm Alex.
And I'm Katie.
And Small Towns to Summits is a road trip with a purpose. In just about a week, we're actually going to set off and travel through 6 states in the western U.S. We're going to be climbing some of the tallest peaks in each state, and then gathering stories from fellow climbers as well as locals in each small town that surrounds that summit. And our goal tonight for this kind of event is not to share with you necessarily what we're going to be doing, but rather our journey and how we got here and how we took the leap of faith to start.
In the process of quitting our jobs, packing our 2 lives up into one Kia Soul, and pursuing this project full time, we have found that even though we are 2 incredibly independent young women, we've needed so much help. We've needed help from each other when I couldn't write the blog post by 6 p.m. or Alex just couldn't finish the video in time and there's too much going on. We've needed help from our family and very close friends in supporting us and believing in us and telling that this is a good idea worth pursuing. And we've needed help from our community at large to financially support the project.
So we did apply to about 5 different grants for funding, and unfortunately we did not receive any funding, and so we actually decided to move forward independently. We found that our project didn't quite fit into any one box. We weren't solely an adventure or athletic endeavor. We were like research or purely arts, and so we just decided to forge ahead and actually host our own fundraiser and develop community support for this project.
And luckily, both of our lives are so full with unbelievably strong, powerful women. My old boss, Janaea Sutton, founded her own spin studio at 25 years old. And when I approached her at the project to tell her that I was leaving in June, she immediately suggested that we hold a fundraiser at the spin studio. And these are some photos from the event. She donated a class to us. She taught it for free. And all of the money from people booking bikes went straight to our project fund. And as a young female entrepreneur, she knows the importance of community support, and just seeing her pay that forward straight to us made it a day that I will never, ever forget.
Shout out to women supporting women. Yeah, so I mean the last 6 months of building this project have been a total whirlwind. We came up with the idea in October, and between the 2 of us, I was juggling a full-time job and teaching spin classes on the side.
I was a full-time student at USC with a part-time job as well.
Yeah, so every single blog post, event, grant application has pretty much been squeezed out in the minutes that we have in each day, and sometimes tension has definitely gotten kind of high between us. For example, I literally drove up from San Diego last night and I arrived at 3 a.m. this morning. So that's how it's been so far. But putting a project out here and kind of leaping into the unknown with no sense of income and just hoping that the world likes the story that you have to share is really scary. And that's why we've needed to rely on each other pretty much every step of the way.
I think part of what makes us so strong as a two-woman team is that we are really, really different. I definitely tend to be very optimistic and often a little bit too idealistic, while Alex definitely does a good job of grounding me. And, I think if it was two relentless optimists working on this project, all of the not so fun grunt work might just not get done in time, but if it was too realist, it might not have even taken the leap of faith to begin with. I'm so incredibly grateful for having Alex as my partner, because I oftentimes just see what I want in the end, and then having her show me every step of the way, like the work that I need to do, is just, I couldn't be doing this without her. And we're gonna need to trade for these hikes, so
gotta get there some way, right? On the other hand, I'm always blown away every single time I meet somebody. I tell them that Katie inspires me by the way that she's able to connect with people and create meaningful conversations and connections that might have otherwise been missed, especially when you pass through small towns. I forgot what I was saying. I am really goal driven, so Katie's taught me how to slow down and enjoy the journey in getting to that goal, which is something that I never knew how to do before I met her.
When we realized that we weren't going to receive any grant funding about a month ago, we could have taken it as a huge hit and taken it as a sign that maybe we weren't meant to pursue this, maybe the world didn't want to hear our stories, but instead we chose to believe in ourselves. And it's scary to put faith in yourself and your partner and your stories, but it can be downright terrifying to ask your friends and family to do the same as well. For me, choosing to pursue small towns to summits right after college graduation meant not pursuing a 9-to-5, not finding any housing, and just leaping right into the unknown with no backup. So, I might have to move home after graduation, but that's great. My mom is angry.
I, on the other hand, graduated a couple of years ago, so I've been working at a startup 9-to-5 for the past 2 years, and I did love my job and I really enjoyed it, but I just knew that there was something missing. And when Katie came into my life, we just started with weekend summits and weekend adventures, and pretty soon the two of us realized that we needed something more than just stuff on the weekends. As we trained for Mount Whitney, as we backpacked rim to rim to rim in the Grand Canyon, and so many other crazy endeavors, we've helped each other climb both physical and emotional mental mountains.
And this is why we see asking for help as a sign of power. When one of us is feeling down or stressed or scared, whether it be the weather in the Grand Canyon or getting that grant application done, the other one was there to pick each other up. And during our first trip, actually, when we went to Joshua Tree, we were just kind of scrambling around playing in Hidden Valley, and we reached part of the scramble that I didn't think we could get up. I was like, we're just messing around, let's turn around. And Alex is like, no, I think if we help each other up, we can get over it. So I kind of got behind her and hoisted her up and over, and then she pulled me up, and we were just on such a high, we practically sprinted to the top, and right there, as we were looking over the Joshua Tree Valley, the phrase "women supporting women" took on an entirely new meaning. And a few months later, we stood on top of the continental U.S. together. Right. After we reached the top of Mount Whitney together, after a 15-hour, one-day hike, we headed straight to the Grill of Lone Pine for some burgers. And our server Bobby was so interested in our story, where we were from, how long it took us to hike, if we had done it before, how we trained, and I kept talking. And then I realized that it took us way too long to direct our questions towards him when he had seen countless people pass through and had incredible stories. And on our drive home, we just couldn't stop talking about how cool it would be to go back and interview him.
And by the end of our ride home, we had come up with the idea of small towns to summits. And for about 2 months, we just kept it our crazy secret while we tried to figure out exactly how we were going to make it work. After we finally got in touch with Bobby, after multiple attempts of calling the restaurant, we actually decided to go out to Lone Pine and interview him to do a test of our project. We had about 24 hours in our weekend to drive up to Lone Pine, get video footage, interview Bobby, and drive back to San Diego.
With zero budget.
With zero budget. It was definitely an adventure. And we just wanted to share a little part of our kind of pilot for our project with you guys. I'm not sure what the sound quality is like right now, so we might need to be really quiet to hear it, but it's okay.
I don't know, it's, I know what it takes. I know what it's like. And to see people come back different. They come back different. Everything changes, mountains change. And the beauty of it is, it's like, wow, everybody's like really being woven together. And they all leave with that thread never breaks. You know what? It's like, that's the common bond. People that you have the opportunity to serve, who are on a little journey, you're going to be what they remember. What you ate, what you saw, what you bought, and you've made it. You've done your part to make it like really special. Like, well, that's really cool. You know, that's what a gift. I hope that they take with them exactly what it is that makes it special to them. You know, and what your accomplishments are, are just as good, even if different than others. You know, because they're yours.
You know, it would have been all too easy for us to let this crazy idea just stay in the Kia that day. There's so many seemingly impossible ideas that are just never pursued because of fear, because fear can be really crippling. A lot of people are so scared of failure that they don't even start something. You know, we are in this unique position because we're talking to you guys today and we have no idea what the next few months hold for us. We've taken that leap of faith, but we don't know where our feet are going to land. We're probably going to hit a lot of obstacles on the way. We might not successfully summit every mountain that we set out to climb, but we do know that at the end of this project, we're definitely going to have changed. And our goal in this project and just speaking with you guys today is to hopefully inspire people to just live their life with passion and live it without looking in that rearview mirror.
And to close, we wanted to remind you that your accomplishments are just as good, even if different than others, because they're yours.
Thank you guys so much.